Honorable Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. First, I want to welcome Honorable Manyenye, who is the new chair for Implementation Committee. Honorable Manyenye, I welcome you to Liaison Committee, which is the committee for all the chairpersons. Congratulations on your win, together with the Vice Chair for Implementation Committee. Honorable Speaker, I start by saying that I support the budget, the report itself, plus the budget as a whole that we are about to pass in this House. In the past 3 or 4 years, we have, as a county assembly, passed 3 budgets, and this is the 4th budget we are passing. I want to remind the honorable members that the budget before us is a budget that takes us to elections. Actually, this will be the second last budget we are passing. But the last one will be passing, will pass it for the 4th House to implement. But this one is our last budget in terms of implementation before we face the electorates for another term, for those ones who are going for another term, and for those ones who are moving to the MPs to proceed ahead. Honorable Speaker, in the past 3 budgets we have passed, we have concentrated mostly on the hardware. We have built hospitals, we have done roads, we have bought the equipment, we are building a milk creamery here in ATC, and we're also working on the bakeries to be able to do bread. This particular budget, Mr. Speaker, focuses on the software of the county, where we will see people employed through temporary jobs, up to 20,000 of them, coming from all the 5 wards to maintain the roads. We'll also be seeing women and young men being employed in the bakeries to be able to support the production of bread that will be able to go and feed our children in schools. Honorable Speaker, for the past 5 months, the county government has provided milk, but the milk is sourced from suppliers. And now, the budget before us will see the implementation and the operationalization of the new creamery. That means farmers will now start receiving money for sale of milk. In Kisii, we have been known largely for production of tea and coffee. But going forward, there's a new activity called dairy farming. So you will see now farmers getting their milk, producing milk. This milk is transported from their homes, going to creameries in every sub-county, and then this milk now gives them money. We have been having a pay slip for the coffee, having the pay slip for tea, and now a farmer is going to get a pay slip for milk. So therefore, the budget before us provides an opportunity for employment directly to those ones who will be repairing roads, to those ones going to work in the milk factory, to those ones going to work in the Borobora sector, those ones going to support milk, but also provides an opportunity for a new economic activity, largely in the central province, now coming to Kisii, where farmers will start doing dairy farming, and their milk get to the creamery, and the children in our schools take that particular milk. I therefore support this budget, and also remember that the ward I come from, we have built a lot of hospitals. But these hospitals have not started to operate because we do not have health workers. The budget also has an aspect of employment of nurses and doctors, who then will be able to be allocated those facilities that we have been able to build for the last 2-3 years to start now bringing services closer to the people. I look at this budget as not only a transformative budget, but also a budget that is going to help our people to move from their poverty levels to be at least have income that will be able to sustain them as we walk along. Honorable Speaker, my ward is not left behind. We built one of the biggest mother and child hospital in Riyabo in Masiri West. This hospital requires 3, 4, 5 clinic officers and medical staff. And therefore, once this budget is passed by this assembly, we'll see that particular facility starting to help our mothers around that area in Riyabo, Mosaria, and also Nyambisia dispensaries. I've also seen that our members of the public, during the public participation, raised concerns on the office, the ward office. I was very comfortable, Honorable Speaker, to sit in those old chairs in my office, but the members of the public have also proposed that if it is possible, we'll be able to keep those offices so that the MCA sit in a proper office to be able to serve our members. Honorable Speaker, one of the biggest transformation that has come to our county and helping our parents is also the bursaries. As you can As you have seen in the past year, most counties have not been able to get approvals to do bursaries. But this county, the county of Kisii, has increasingly from year one given bursaries of 3,000 to every child, and now that was at around 245 million. This year we ended at 345 million, having everyone receive 7 million. I have contended that, yes, 315 million. Honorable Chair of Budget, in the Budget Committee, I saw him crying and saying even the 7 million is not enough. He had even to get his own budget that is allocated towards to add to bursaries, because for sure education is one of the equalizer in our society. And therefore, I want to thank His Excellency the Governor from the executive side for being able to look at the projects that are able to assist our people as we do equalization through our own budget that we do every year. Honorable Speaker, I support the budget is made for this year.
Yes, Honorable Buadi.